Hi, and welcome to the Toon Goons, the podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Tooch.
That is a crazy thing that they did. That was Robert Goulet. This week, we are talking about the Recess franchise as a whole, and we're going to focus mostly on the movie. We'll see. That was our intention, but the movie's kind of fucking crazy.
The one movie. There are other movies.
The theatrical movie that they made for this cartoon.
The movie.
Oh my god.
Quick impression. This show holds up surprisingly very well.
Yeah, I
totally.
was very impressed by how much I was enjoying myself still. Like, I was like, man, I wish I'd gave myself more time to watch more of this.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we watched
our own time, which we don't have.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, god damn it, this was my one chance.
Yeah, we watched a handful of episodes, the list of which we posted on our Tumblr about a week ago.
But it's not that comprehensive of a list.
No, it's like,
I don't know.
It's comprehensive assuming you had shit to do that week, which we did.
I guess.
I watched some stuff off the list, and maybe you guys did too.
Yeah, a couple things here and there.
I
wanted
didn't.
to watch more.
I got ahead of the curve and started watching Ass Class.
Alright.
Assassination Classroom. That's what I call it.
No, that's what...
That's my Nickyism for it.
Are you... Yeah, I think that's what we're all gonna call it, because it's right there. Let's get into news before we get into the show. Some good stuff,
Yeah.
some legitimately good stuff this week.
Okay. I mean, that's a matter of opinion.
Some discussable things.
Well,
I don't know.
our news last week was bananas, and our buddy Jake...
I loved our news last
I did too. It was my favorite. It was my favorite news segment because it was 4 items and 3 of them were bullshit.
Yeah.
Our buddy Jake listened to it and like at 2 a.m, he's like, "Guys, this is the best episode you've ever made."
Yeah. Alrighty. So first up, there's Nickelodeon is busy, or appears busy.
Yeah.
They might be busy like 2 years from now.
Yeah. They, there are some rumors and some talk about
there's been like,
Nickelodeon.
they've talked about this like for real. It's just a matter of how much follow through is gonna happen.
Yeah, but they've like reported to press people, like they told Variety, so apparently they want people to pay attention. But Nick is gonna be possibly bringing back some of their old Nicktoons, like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, You Can't Do That on Television, and then
What?
Victorious?
And again,
Wait, what?
Is it
We're
a
getting this for neither was You Can't Do That on Television. It was a live action sketch comedy thing. This article comes to us from the AV Club, our new favorite source of news. It said, not only Rugrats, but also Hey Arnold, You Can't Do That on Television, and even Victorious, a show that went off the air in 2013.
Why that? Okay.
I'm more weirded out about You Can't Do That on Television. I didn't think that property was a thing that anybody, like, under 35 cares about. I don't even know. I don't know. Who watched that? I only vaguely know it existed.
Yeah, that was like late 80s.
Didn't that show invent getting slimed? I don't even know.
Yeah, Tooch, oh my god. The thing is, every time a character said, "I don't know," they got slimed. You just got slimed, you son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Also, this isn't a cartoon, but apparently Kel Mitchell is going to have a role in their new series called Game Shakers, debuting September 12th.
I'm glad he's not dead, because he fell off the fucking face of the earth after Mystery Men.
Every few years, people think he's dead.
Yeah. So it's like a nostalgia bomb.
Yeah, he trends on Twitter every 2 years because there's a rumor of his death.
That just made me think about Kenan Thompson, just made me realize he's probably out of work because no one's doing Bill Cosby impressions anymore.
Oof. Yeah, and he's been
That's
doing
been
that
his bread and butter since he was on All That.
And yeah, that's the thing. You would think if they were going to bring back a sketch comedy show, it would be All That instead of You Can't Do That on Television.
Yeah, that
They
one
tried.
Well, they did.
They tried that in like the mid-aughties and it was terrible.
Well, they could try again. Well,
always try.
The mid-aughties version did give us Jack DeSena, who went on to play Sokka in Avatar, so it was worth it?
Yeah. I would say so.
Anything's worth it. Try anything. Who cares?
Something'll stick.
I mean, hey, they mentioned Hey Arnold here, and we talked about this in our Hey Arnold episode from last December. Hey Arnold was really ahead of the curve in a lot of ways, and deserves recognition a lot more than a lot of, Nicktoons 90s nostalgia. That's not to say that other contemporary shows were bad, but...
No, they were super fun.
Hey Arnold was...
Hey Arnold's the only one with believable hype.
It had substance beyond making me laugh, which there's nothing wrong with making me laugh.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh and cry and think and dream.
Yeah, there are a lot... There's a lot of elements of Hey Arnold that are very congruous with the modern cartoon landscape. Mm-hmm. And I think a reboot of that, more than any of these other stuff, could work.
It would be awesome because they wouldn't have the... Cartoons can get away with a lot more nowadays. Like, they were a little bit more limited back when Hey Arnold was being made. So, like, you can only imagine
now
the stuff
Mrs. Pataki's gonna be a roaring drunk.
Now the Pigeon Man really can kill himself at the end of that episode.
Okay.
I still don't think they'll do that thing with the female boarder who wanted to fuck Arnold.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine
not
that getting past.
You know what? If this show is, because it's a reboot, so it might be, if this show is terrible, I at least want them to actually do that.
Yeah.
Oh
Just fucking go whole hog.
Yeah.
I still don't think we're at that point yet where someone can have sexual feelings.
I don't
want
to, like,
on a kid's show, like.
Yeah, on adult TV, people don't like it when that happens.
I mean, I don't. I'm just.
Nobody.
BoJack skirted the line with that. The kid wasn't 9, but the kid was 17.
Oh,
just make the Patakis.
He made out with fucking, what's her face? Christian Schall's character, who he knew when she was a baby child. Yeah. That's not okay.
Yeah, so if this was a Netflix exclusive, maybe we'll see that, but we won't see that because it's not...
Whoa, can you imagine it? A Hey Arnold Netflix exclusive?
That'd be dope.
You really could call it Hey Asshole.
I say just make the Pataki.
So, I mean, we'll see where this goes, like, in a bit, because, like, it'll take a while to develop these shows, and maybe they're just talking out of their dicks, because they're like,
I think so.
Because they're being outpunched by Cartoon Network and Disney right now. Well, Disney XD. Yep. It's really nice
By the time they get all these 90s nostalgia stuff out, it's gonna be time to revamp the Oddies.
Yeah, and like, that's not a goof. As sad as that may sound, like...
Hey guys, they're remaking Jake Long!
We still won't talk about it.
Sorry. Alright, so on top of that, another story broke about Nick the past week. Again, about 90s Nicktoons making a comeback.
Oh
but
boy.
For this, apparently, sources exclusively confirmed to the tracking board that Paramount Pictures is in the early stages of developing a massive live-action/animated crossover film featuring characters from the 90s Nick cartoons. This includes Rugrats. Live action animated, citing the Lego Movie, Space Jam, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Wreck-It Ralph as influences. And they're hoping to follow a similar model.
Okay.
No.
Employing a hefty amount of self-referential humor and charm.
Well, okay. Again, put this on a t-shirt. Phil Lord and Chris Miller could do it.
Yeah.
But
so far we've got Rugrats, Angry Beavers, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, and more.
A lot of, some of those, I feel like some of those shows would clash. Like, tonally.
Yeah. Like Ren and Stimpy and anything else.
This isn't just a racing game.
Yeah.
Well, some people are speculating they're trying to cash in on the Justice League Avengers-esque model.
That's not what this
but
is.
With cartoons.
That displays a fundamental misunderstanding of a lot of concepts.
Well, I mean, originally comic book characters didn't make a lot of sense in each other's universes before they decided to just fucking do it.
Yeah, but, like, they all fought crimes.
Yeah, like, what this is like, you know those crossover bumpers they would do? Well, that's a 90-minute movie. Like, okay, There's a couple of things here. It says live-action animated crossover. all of these properties that have been discussed so far are animated. So where does the live action thing come in? Are we doing fucking...
Maybe it's like the Smurfs.
Yeah, is it gonna be like that or like Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Well, they said Space... Yeah, I was thinking of Rocky and Bullwinkle, which I never want to do. But they said Space Jam and Roger Rabbit, so that means that these Nicktoons are gonna live in a Nicktoon land, and then they're gonna come to the real world. And
that's the only thing I can...
Awful.
That's the only thing I can interpret from that is that there's gonna be they come to the real world bullshit, which I thought we had gotten past. I thought that had sort of, run, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Fat Albert, all that shit. Man, do you even remember that? Speaking of Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, of course I do. I remember it so so the world doesn't have to. But you guys do, I failed.
So
I don't know, Nickelodeon's kind of behind in what people are paying attention to these days, so I wouldn't put it past them to make something like that. I mean, that's what they did with the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah,
that just came
was
out.
That SpongeBob sequel. It was just like live, and then that's another thing, are they all gonna be CGI?
I don't know.
Probably.
Well, here's what we know.
I mean, they've said, that they could never make Roger Rabbit again. That those animation techniques just don't exist. So, it stands to reason that it would have to be CGI.
I mean, in terms of, computer, yeah, but I just mean, how much, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The CG doesn't matter. I just don't like the entire concept.
Oh, God.
CGI Arnold's head?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. None of them. Everybody in Hey Arnold.
He's a cartoonman, but he's a boy. And he's gonna be a cartoonman boy next to a real child, and it's not gonna make any sense.
My name is Cartoonman. Boy Cartoonman.
Arnold Cartoonman, that's his real last name.
Put that on a t-shirt.
We're gonna make so much money off of this episode. But, everybody in Hey Arnold had a weird head that would be gross in 3D.
It'll be like when the Fairly Odd Parents crossed over with Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Fucking... Oh my god. So what we know is that Mary Parent is leading the charge for this, working with the studio to develop and lock down the rights to the individual series. Her and Cale Boyder are producing the picture via Disruption Entertainment, which has a deal with Paramount Pictures, which Nickelodeon Movies is a subsidiary of. I guess they're trying to, because of the success of the SpongeBob movie, I guess they want to keep making stuff like that.
So wait, is Rugrats involved in this crossover?
That's what we've heard, yes.
Or will everyone be able to understand the babies? It doesn't hold up! It doesn't hold up!
They are still looking for writers.
Okay, never mind, I love this. Hey, read I have a spec script, Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Hey, holler at me.
The main thing to me is that they say they're still working on locking down rights. That's the whole thing for this.
Basically.
Yeah.
What if this, that's the thing, if they're still trying to get the rights, this probably won't happen.
Yeah. It's weird that they don't already have them, but I guess, this shit is some of this shit's 25 years old.
It took forever to make a Rocky 6, and all the rights they had to get were from the same movie franchise.
Yeah, rights is that's where most movies, any kind of adaptation, if it's gonna die, it's usually there. It's ridiculous.
This article says that the creators have no intentions to bastardize or update the characters unfavorably, only to create a fun adventure reuniting audiences with the treasured cartoons in an exciting new approach, pleasing old fans and creating new ones.
What else would they say? What other sentence would they come up with when somebody
Here's
would
a
be
list of people who won't like this.
Also, they don't want to repeat Rugrats Go Wild because apparently that didn't work very well.
Why not? Fucking Bruce Willis with Spike. It was great.
I don't know. I really love that. Was one of my favorite moments of Wild Thornberrys was when Nigel Thornberry was talking to the Rugrats while they were stuck in that submarine and that giant squid swam past, and he was just talking about how amazing nature is and how you can't capture it.
See, I thought they were gonna apologize for All Growed Up.
Was that in the show or in the movie?
It was in the crossover with Rugrats and the Wild Thornberrys.
Well, they made a theatrical movie out of that. Was there also an episode that did that? Because I know there was an episode that did that for Rugrats and All Real Monsters. It was a Treehouse of Horror thing. I don't think it was canon. I think maybe one of the babies died.
They killed a baby? Did they eat it? That one guy kind of has the body of a baby.
They killed a baby, but Arnold can't make out with a cougar.
I'm pretty sure they didn't kill a baby.
Violence is always better than sex in American censorship.
That's true.
Okay.
Nikki, you're right. This news is great.
Yeah. So, recap, the reboots, that could work. A lot of, that could work. We'll see. This looks like a fucking crazy train wreck.
Honestly, at this point, I hope all these people's wildest dreams come true and they make everything with all the rights they wanted, because this is gonna be a crazy hot mess, and I hope
I'm really looking forward to seeing this terrible trailer. I don't think I'll see this movie. Unless,
I really hope the trailer has, like, "We're the Kids in America" in it. Just fucking, just don't even be ashamed.
Just be a rehash of Jimmy Neutron. That song was in that movie, remember?
I think... Or if they really want to go back, tickle everybody's nostalgia.
Who let the dogs out?
Yes! That was in the trailer of literally every movie for like 3 years.
And it was in the Rugrats Go to Paris movie.
Yeah.
There was a whole scene where they just started running and fucking...
Yeah, it wasn't even just in the trailer. It was actually in the movie. They went too far. It was
actually in the movie.
Let's move on.
So speaking of this nostalgia chain, we gotta get on board because it's not stopping anytime soon. Production IG has announced that they have acquired the original rights to Fooly Cooly, and that they are possibly planning to create a remake now that they have those rights.
Like, why?
Yeah, that's the main thing, is like, I think after dwelling on it, I do like Fooly Cooly, and at the very least I respect it, and think that it was successful in whatever the fuck it was doing. And it was so tight and, I guess, perfect for what it was, that it seems bizarre to remake it.
Yeah, it's just like, it's timeless. It's not held back by the era it was made in, because it's so abstract and timeless. It's not held up by the animation, which is gorgeous and will be gorgeous for the perceivable future.
And a wonderful example of handling your budget too.
Yeah, and it's not held back by localization, because it's one of the more well-known popular anime things even in the West. So it's like there's not, and also it's not even just the fact that, like, oh, it's been a while. Like, it's not. Is it even what? Why are they doing that? Is it 10-year anniversary?
15.
Coming up? 15. Shit. But yeah, that's not old.
No.
It's a freshman.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna shove Fooly Cooly in a locker.
The rights came up, and they're like, I guess they wanted to grab it, and they're like, well, now that we have it, let's take advantage of it for, quote, new anime remake and other ventures.
You'd think they just make like a sequel OVA that they'd be safer, because if it sucks, then people can just disregard it.
Yeah,
that's usually what happens with anime things.
I do hope they bring out like a bitchin' Blu-ray for this, because like that would be dope. So a new person acquiring the rights is whatever, but the idea of like trying to remake it, like, it's one thing if it was like a longer series and they could like cut away some of the chaff. It's 6 fucking episodes. What are you gonna?
Maybe they'll make it a movie. That might work.
Yeah, because anime does do that, but it's like, I don't know,
and it is already super short.
I think that's also unnecessary, because like each episode had like a thematic center to it, and that kind of thing doesn't work in a movie.
No.
That's true.
You can't have a 6-act movie.
No matter what they do with this, it's just gonna, at the end of the day, just be like not even disappointing. Like, at its best, it'll just be like, well, that was a thing.
I guess
like the best they could make it. It's like, okay, that was the same thing again.
Yeah.
How do you remake Fooly Cooly?
It doesn't, because like it doesn't have enough. This is the problem. It doesn't have enough substance to really turn anything on its head. It's just this thing that exists.
I mean,
it's too abstract.
You can make some spin-offs where you focus on some of the other characters' perspectives.
Yeah, they could do like another anime that's about like the actual plot that we barely saw, about like the aliens and shit.
Yeah, make a fucking action space opera starring
or about
Haruka.
the older brother and the girlfriend and their fucking deal.
No, fuck that. I want to see about the space hero and Haruko. I want to see, like, if they're gonna do, like, a spin-off, do that. That could be dope.
I don't just want to see this kid get guitar boners again. He had, like, 8 of them.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? And also, what's he gonna do? They're gonna try to outdo the soundtrack? Assholes.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I like it when we get angry at news. This is a lot of fun.
I'm not even angry. I'm just, like, baffled. Okay, I'm not baffled. I get it. Like, if they want the rights to this thing, which they do, because it's fully coolly, you want the rights to this.
Why don't they just make more merch?
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
I'm an anime fan. I'll buy things.
It's why they kept cranking out those X-Men films, because they needed to keep the rights to make a good thing. And then eventually they did, I guess, if you like Days of Future Past, which I did. But it's like, I don't know.
Or even worse, Spider-Man. Like, that movie was just made to fill... Amazing Spider-Man was primarily made just to fill a line in a ledger. Yeah, but, like, merch would be dope. Make a Funko Pop of TV Robot. What was his name?
Conti!
Yeah. Or, like, a fucking dope Figma. Christ.
I think there's already good... I've seen some figures of Conti.
There's one... but since it was released a long time ago, it's like really hard to get your hands on.
I guess, yeah. I know I've always said this, and it's impossible just because, this is a robot anime that doesn't care about, like, how parts actually change. But if it were somehow conceivable, I would want one that it could, like, turn into the gun. But it can't. That'd be impossible.
You just swap out the models.
It would have to, like, come with the... It'd have to have, like, removable parts. It'd have to come with, like, the big-ass barrel. I don't know.
Well, anyway.
Here's something that's... The next thing. I think I may have been the one who found this. I don't remember. Who found...
No, Tooch found it.
Tooch found this. That's right.
God.
What did
you
I
were
find?
Close.
I found I found the Fully Cooley thing.
Nah, my friend found that.
Well, I found it at the same time, by which I mean I read it on LaShawn Thomas's Twitter.
Yeah, like a week after I already.
Well,
it.
Christ!
But,
Trying my best.
For effort.
This Miyazaki thing.
Oh yeah, I did find that.
Yeah, Miyazaki's next project. I thought he was retired. It's not a movie. But
fuck you. He's 74. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, and also you can tell this is the guy who's like, what are you gonna do? Just like sit in a garden all day? He's got to create.
Damn it.
He is making a forest retreat for children on the island of Kumejima near Okinawa, set to be completed in 2018, inspired by Ghibli works.
Yep. He's the project is going to be created only by local industries and using only local products, and Miyazaki will be providing $2 million himself to fund the project.
2.5 million.
2.5 million. That's what I thought I said.
You said 2 million.
Oh, 2 million.
2 million might be a good rapper name.
Is it?
I mean, it's certainly not the best rapper name I've ever come up with. That's still Big Huge Man.
But this has Miyazaki all over it. I mean, it's a nature preserve. It's using only local people, local products, and he's paying for the damn thing. Like,
probably not all of it. 2.5 million doesn't seem like that much.
No, I mean it's good. It's capital.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It's cash. Like,
yeah,
it's 2.5 million cash just right there.
Yeah,
you know, like that's pretty great.
Now, here's what I like about this. It says it's a forest retreat for children. Now, obviously, like when we hear a Ghibli-themed camp, I guess park, it's like, oh, I want to do that. I want to go there. I want to go to near Okinawa. I hear it's pretty great. But like...
Here it's humid as fuck.
Well, we lived in Florida for 8 years. We'll be fine. I feel like if it's too many adult-ass nerdlingers showing up, it's going to ruin the intended purpose of it. So I hope that they institute no adults without children rules. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is all these like Japanese people in their 20s and 30s are going to be like, fuck, I need to get into this Ghibli park. I need to have a kid. Boom! You fix the Japanese birth rate crisis.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's what I was gonna say. It's coming out in 2018, so if you have a kid, like, right now,
Yes.
you're in. You can do this.
No, that means it's just gonna be a bunch of people with strollers and, like, 1 to 2-year-olds who can't even appreciate anything.
Have
using
you
the babies
been
and
to theme parks?
Yes, and I hate it. That is the dumbest thing. What I'm thinking...
There
in
were-
my-
I'm
listen-
not even gonna remember you spent thousands of dollars, Mom and Dad.
There were
Oh my
like
God.
65 babies born in Japan last year. They need anything is gonna help.
What I'm thinking it's gonna be like is, in Magic Kingdom, there's a little tiny island separated from the rest of the park that you ride a little ferry to called Tom Sawyer's Island.
And it's
And
dope.
it's so dope. Like, there's no rides. It's like this nice peaceful park. They made like these caves and like a lighthouse and like some mines.
Some mine
and you're just
shafts that are,
supposed to
there's just no
explore.
lights in the mine shaft. It's great for scaring my littlest sister.
There's no direction. You're just supposed to run. There's like a drawstring bridge. You're just supposed to like run around and explore. And Tom Sawyer leaves little notes about how he found this great hiding spot or this great lookout spot. And like you really use your imagination. And
Yeah, if it was
if
something
you play
like
that way, it's super fun. But you have to be in the right mindset.
Yeah. Which, I think that if you're going all the way to southernmost point of Japan to do this, you're gonna be in the right mindset. I think that you are right, and that would be the best way to do it. That would be really cool.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, this is
The
wolf's den, or
The bathhouse.
yeah, or something, you know? Like, little corners to explore here and there.
Here's a
running
flooded
around.
coastal city, like from Ponyo. Please don't drown.
Well,
Maybe there'd be like a giant fluffy sleeping Totoro, and his guts is going like he's breathing.
there has to be. And you have to find it, too. Like, there's a
I
forest
think
cove.
small children would be terrified of that.
Maybe. I don't know.
They have an actual moving castle. It's horrifying.
And you have to find the tree grave for the robots from Castle in the Sky.
Oh no!
And there's Castle in the Sky statue guys just there, and you just like sit and appreciate the beautiful majesty of nature. And I want to go to this now.
Yeah, this sounds great. This is the first definitely great thing of today. Is this the last piece of news we got?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. The Nickelodeon stuff really took the headlines.
Yeah, that's
as
the
far
big
as
thing.
Cartoon news.
Boy, did they!
Yeah, because it went beyond cartoon news, like just our regular circle. Because it's like, oh, nostalgia, oh, my childhood that ended 3 years ago. Remember when you were a freshman in college and everybody's like, oh fuck, Angry Beavers. My life got ruined yesterday. I need to revisit this shit. And like when I was a
My life
freshman
is
in
flashing
college,
before my eyes.
when I was a freshman in college, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver had just came out, so that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get back to that because there's an episode. One of my favorite Recess episodes is about that. So
Pokemon?
we'll continue. Not Pokemon. Nostalgia. We'll continue this discussion in a bit.
All right.
Right now.
As always, you can send us news stories that you find via any of the ways to contact us, which I'll rattle off at the end. 2 people sent us the Nickelodeon stuff. Who were they?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was Josh Escapote and Alexukal, who apologized for their hard to pronounce name. Most usernames aren't made to be said out loud.
Yeah, send us anything because there have been times when we miss like the big thing.
Yeah, there have been.
So
thanks for that.
Yep.